afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Life as I See It with your hostess, Dina Nierenberg, and my fabulous co-hostess of all time, Nina Vakin.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you for inviting me again.
My pleasure, as always. Wow, we always have such amazing discussions.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's been a while also. A lot has happened in the interim. My daughter has now a new son. So thank God now I have two grandsons. Amazing, loves of my life.
Congratulations, Dina. You're the youngest, the most beautiful granny.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And wow, so it's been like 4 weeks since our last show.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were talking last time all about self-actualization being, of course, what it takes to fulfill our potential, our desire from within to fulfill our potential. And each and every one of us are born with a desire to fulfill our potential. And we're most likely to be able to achieve self-actualization if we tap into certain things, our inner gifts that God has bestowed upon each and every one of us. One of them being this unique gift of happiness that is within each and every one of us. We have it within ourselves to be as happy as we want to be, whether we have $1,000 to our name or $1 billion to our name. Also, we can achieve self-actualization by tapping into our own unique inner wisdom. Each and every one of us was born with so much unique inner wisdom that we all know what it's going to take for us to be happy. In addition, each and every one of us was born with this a sense of unconditional positive regard for ourselves. When we were babies, we were born with this idea of self-love. We naturally love ourselves. A lot of people don't believe this because then we grow up and we start to believe that we're unlovable and that maybe perhaps we're unworthy of love, but we were born imbued, instilled with a sense of unconditional positive regard. Now, if you can show yourself unconditional positive regard and show yourself and utilize your own unique inner wisdom, you can therefore be happy, and then you can come to the state of wanting to achieve your potential, your self-actualization. What do you think of that?
I absolutely agree, and it was a time when I didn't think about it, and in New York we are all on a goal. We are constantly thinking and chasing either money or career or a better husband, better catch, right? Yeah. So it's something what we don't really realize, that you are already where you are supposed to be.
Right.
And you have already everything for being fulfilled and happy, as long as you know that you love yourself, that your inner child is babied. So
right.
That's what exactly you explain. And it was a time when I lost myself.
Same.
Right?
Same, 100%.
We had it because we forgot that we already had it. Yeah.
That's the thing. You're born with that.
You are born, like you said, it's instilled within you. So I found myself because of a wonderful lady. Her name is Ludmila. She's a spiritual healer in Los Angeles, and I've met her because I was going through horrible depression, and she found me by herself, and she offered just to swap the services and do meditation with me, and we did inner child meditation.
Nice.
And
that's what it's all about.
Yes, and it's all about, she just was asking me questions when the music was on the background. So basically I healed myself by myself without any medication, anything from outside of the world, right? I understood that I have it all within me, as long as I love myself deeply and I trust my choices, my whatever you do in a regular life, you're already at the place where you need to be.
That's right. That's right. There was a philosopher in the 1800s. His name was Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He was a French philosopher, and he fully believed that each and every person is born with their own unique inner map. That basically, as your life unfolds, if you're not overparented, and people are always telling you what to do and you're not always listening to them, you will naturally become the person that you are supposed to become because you have so much unique inner goodness already within you. You already have this ability to be happy. It's all within you. You could decide right here, right now, and today, I am a happy person.
And you are.
With what I have. I don't have to have $1 million more to be a happy person. I don't have to have this car, that house, that fur to be a happy person. I have it within me. And I also have it within me to have this unconditional love of myself. A child is born with that. According to Jean-Jacques Rousseau, you're born with this unconditional love. True that toddlers are very, very wild. I can say I have a nephew. I have, thank God now, 2 nephews, but there's a newbie and he's 14 days old. How wild is he? But my 2-year-old, he's incredibly wild. But what I've discovered is the more you accept him exactly as he is, the more he's happy. The more he's content, the less tantrums. The more he's just happy to be exactly who he is, the more light in the eyes.
Yes, you don't want to do against the flow.
Yeah, that's right. Jean-Jacques Rousseau is all about not going against the flow of the child.
Yes.
But who's to say that once you stop being a physical child that you're not still a child?
Yes.
You spend your entire life being a child. Now, children, they can actually get away with a lot more than adults can, right? Like 2, 3-year-olds, they can have a meltdown like right there in the middle of the road. Me, as a 40-something, can I have a meltdown right there in the middle of the road and get away with it? No, I cannot, but the 2-year-old can. But the idea is, what if I'm a 40-something-year-old having a horrible day? Who's to say I cannot have a meltdown?
Exactly.
That's it. That's it.
That's why. It's because we are so limited in our, like, after whatever certain age.
Yes.
We get troubles because we can't have self-realization.
That's right.
A lot of times, like, people say, if you want to scream, if you're angry, just go outside on the balcony.
You can do
and
it.
just
Scream it out.
if you want.
That's right.
It's fine. It's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. For a fact, I was about to scream, but the guy was walking by and
if you want to scream,
I just wanted to scream right now, but I don't know. The geese would be upset with me right now.
No, we already said that we're not what the geese are looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's right. That's why a lot of, and it's all system, it's all society, it's all whatever, that those norms made by who, I don't know, but that's
by the environment, really.
Yeah.
It's made by the environment. It's the humanists whom we're always talking about say that it's the environment that basically tamped down on these unique gifts that have been instilled in us by God. You're born with so much happiness, this a desire to self-actualize, a desire to utilize your own unique inner wisdom, your own desire to be happy, to show yourself unconditional positive regard. But the more you're told, don't do this, you're a bad girl for doing that, you're bad for doing that, you're bad for doing that, you start
and then you want to even do more.
You want to do it more, you want to rebel, and also you start to take in a lot of those negative messages, and you start to not like yourself all that much.
Exactly.
And even if the people who are giving you all these limits have the best of intentions, you still start to really not like yourself.
It's their intentions.
It's
who
them.
they are.
It's them. It's not you.
It's who they are.
It's who they
it's
are.
according to their norm of behavior.
That's right.
And that could be our beautiful parents, which is fine, but it's not who we want to be.
That's right.
All my life I wanted to become a journalist, right? And I never
knew that about you.
Yeah, I wanted to work at the radio station. I wanted to be RJ. I wanted to just entertain the crowd on the radio station.
You do that amazingly.
Yeah,
by the way,
I could do it.
You sure could.
And
sure.
You're
doing it here
now.
You're right.
Yes.
That's right.
So that's why
right.
probably I feel so amazing by doing it.
Yeah,
and
me too.
It's just so beautiful that we have a chance because of you. Like you were such an amazing person.
Well, thank you. So are you.
Thank you for inviting me again.
My pleasure, Nina. Anytime. Like I said,
this is great.
Yeah, I always wanted to become like a full-fledged actress, but due to my background, I decided against that. And I said, how can I find a happy medium? I became a professor, And then I got a couple of stints on radio, I got a couple of stints on TV. Now I have my own show and I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, you know. So yeah, it's all about discovering your own potential. First of all, what you feel like you're good at, but you're only ever going to know what you're good at if you have total, complete love for yourself.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're just going to beat yourself up all day and all night. You're going to be thinking about all the horrible, quote unquote, things that you've done, all the things you don't like about yourself. You can only get to a state of self-actualization if you're sitting in a place of love.
Yeah.
Self-love, regardless of whether or not I have this day where I'm having a tantrum out and out in the middle of the road, you know, or maybe not speaking as nicely as I'd like to other people, you know.
It's interesting, like, because my problem always was a weight, right? That's how I kind of like, we had conversation with Tessa too today. I feel like I have to love my ugly body in terms of start to go where I want to be. And Tessa is like, but you still don't love yourself because you feel like you're ugly. And I said, well, that's not what my ideal shape is, how I want to be, but that's motivating me. Even though I love my skin, what my body does, right? Like my features, my everything, whatever I have, like what we are hopefully like start talking about enough, right? Like
Yeah.
to have enough of
Self-love.
as of today. Yes.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's
Something
beautiful, but when you love yourself, then you would want to go and work out.
Say, what else do I still need?
Yes.
What else do I
can
still
do?
need? What else can I do for
Because
myself?
I'm so in love with myself.
You see?
right?
That's right.
I can cook, right? I can
That's
make
right.
a house clean for ourselves. So
That's right.
it feels better, right?
That's
Like,
right.
so that's
It feels
what we-
better to
Yeah.
100% love yourself. What you feel are your flaws, faults, and all. Love yourself exactly as you are. You can move from that position onward. You cannot move from a position of hate.
Yes.
If you're hating on yourself, you're going to hate on yourself again and again and again. You're going to live in your mind and not in the world. And never make a positive change.
And then you hate others.
And oh gosh,
That's the problem.
they say that hurt people hurt.
Yes.
So this is usually the ones who start, you know, spewing out insults to other people, screaming hate on others. They're usually the ones who they hate themselves.
Yeah, this is not.
If somebody ever gives you a terrible insult or just says nasty things, feel bad for them, pity them. Because they obviously hate themselves. They have problems with themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's so hard to think like that when someone attacking
I
you,
know,
basically.
I know.
But we always should feel pity for those
Pity.
people.
Pity is better than anger.
Yes.
Pity is 3,000 times better than anger. There's nothing worse when somebody insults you to feel anger back, because anger hurts you too.
Like
Anger chews you up.
like you said one day. Remember, you said now I say thank you to
Oh, that was a year
everybody."
ago!
You always said
That
you
was a
said,
year
"I
ago."
just thank everybody, no matter what it is. If they're insulting me or doing something great, thank you.
Thank you. It's so true, and I'll say what I said last year.
Yes.
I was always taught to say thank you. You can never say thank you enough, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
I thank a person 10 times. That's it. You insult me? Thank you, darling. Thank you so much for your input. Very
Yeah.
appreciated.
It's
I
it's
can
not for
take
you,
it
it's
or
them.
leave it.
Yeah, it's them. It's really
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that's right. It's all they have to say in order to feel good about themselves, trying to put me down. And they are my teacher in that I can learn how to deflect everything that everybody says. Thank you. Now I know what I can just ignore, drop. And my mind is gaining experience in just dropping all the
Dropping
nonsense.
all this, yes, absolutely.
Dropping all the stuff that I just don't want. That is not beneficial to my well-being. See, life is all about doing what's beneficial to your well-being.
Totally.
It's all about keeping your lifeline alive. You know, I'm not a Freudian, I'm not. But he used to speak a lot about something called ethos and something called thanatos. We're born with ethos. Ethos is our lifeline, however you want to put it. The humanists put it in terms of all those great gifts that we've been given. Freud puts it in terms of our lifeline, which is basically in Hebrew, our simchas hachayim, in English, like our desire to live, our desire to experience. Everybody is born with this amazing desire to experience. That's our
Great.
ethos. However, Freud also says that eventually, gradually, as the environment starts to, zero in on us, we develop something called thanatos. Thanatos is basically the exact opposite of ethos. Basically, you could say is it our death line, or is it like our desire basically to destruct?
Right.
We start to destruct ourselves, and after we're done chewing ourselves up, we go and we chew out everybody else, only to get back and chew ourselves up to destroy everything that we've ever had within us. Like our Thanatos eats up our ethos.
Interesting. This is
See?
so interesting you're saying. It's almost like it's something like in religion too you can think of. Because right, like in religion we have the same thing. It's like a sin to be depressed basically.
It is a sin to be depressed. It is.
Right?
Oh,
So-
100% it's a
so
sin to be depressed.
It's the same thing,
Waste.
but under different angles.
Under different angles.
Like
Yeah, different.
psychology,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. A
Interesting.
different way of talking about it while it's the same thing.
And it is that phenomena exists because
yeah.
you know, like I have it in myself too, because like I always like to talk about something. Oh, this person betrayed me or something, and then it's like a long story after that. And then you know, yesterday I caught myself. I'm like, why my friend has to listen about this? It's not even. It doesn't even matter anymore. Like, do I want to talk about it? I want to talk about, put my energy into building and creating.
See, ethos
but
again.
positive.
That's right.
I want to do good. I
That's
don't
right.
want to talk about what happened. Yeah, that was the past. But that would destroy me, and it is constantly destroying me.
You see,
Because
yes.
my life is so limited. If I'm gonna talk about distraction, I'm gonna be in this
Distraction, that's
right?
right, that's
I
right.
am a distraction.
Yeah, that's
then.
right. You make your bed, then you
Yes.
lay in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Now I know what
that's
that
it.
means.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah.
What that means, you know? There's always like some nasty teacher who tells you, oh, you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. But now I see what it means as far as like our own mindset. You know, you set your mindset in a very, very negative type of a way, and then you wallow in your negative mindset. And then it takes even more effort to get out of that negative mindset. So the idea is when you make your bed, make sure it's being made on a gorgeous linen. Make sure you're really doing it, making
like
it beautiful.
this, just where we are.
That's just where we are today, fluffing up the pillows. If you need, you know, body wedges, get the body wedges in there. Whatever it takes. If you have like one of these adjustable beds, such as I do, you know, adjust it the way you like
Comfort.
it. Why,
Yes.
why should you have to adjust your bed the way other people like it? It's all
Yes.
about how you like
It's
it.
all about you,
You,
your
it's
comfort, your love,
For sure.
yourself, and
That's
then
right.
everything around you will circle the way you
Want
want
it to.
And if
That's
somebody
right.
doesn't want to circle, you know, like even like it's interesting. I always try to please everybody, and then I get angry because like I don't want to do certain things, but I'm like, oh no, but I want to please. But it's not even about that. Someone who really love you, who really appreciate you, who really understand you and care about you, they will make like an effort to do this, like, and they won't drop you for being you. I mean, unless you are completely insane,
That's
right? And
That's
like
right. Most people are not.
unreasonable, yes. So,
That's right. That's right.
Right? So
Exactly.
you know, now
Yeah.
I stopped killing myself and I started like caring about myself a little bit more.
That's right.
A little bit more, like, you know, that I give myself nice food, good sleep,
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
Like you said, this adjustable bed, you know, but
Do
I
whatever
have-
you have to
know,
do to feel
whatever.
comfortable in life.
Yes.
You know, as long as like you're not murdering anybody or stealing from
Totally.
anybody, just like enjoy your life. Be
look at
comfortable in your life.
Look at
And
this.
look at the lake. It's
This
gorgeous.
is so gorgeous,
It's gorgeous.
guys.
And guess what? It's free. It's free
Yes,
to look at. That's
look
right.
at.
That's right. Remember what we were saying before the show about, you know, what does it take? We're asking ourselves, what does it
Right.
take to be happy? How much do you physically have to
Need.
have to be
Yes.
happy?
How much money, how much things. We were talking about it.
That's right.
And in reality, we don't need a lot of like things.
We don't. That's right.
And it doesn't have to be brand, or it doesn't have to be a billionaire husband to make you happy, or like 5 floors house, or like you don't have to shop every day, like, but because there is no really end to
So
shopping.
there's no end to that.
And there is no end to more beautiful husband, and I want
More
to,
beautiful stuff. I mean, there's stuff abounds,
Right.
whether you're on Kings Highway or Fifth Avenue.
right, you
Or
already
Woodbury
have
Common.
it. Like,
That's right.
I want to tell you an interesting story. It's I don't know. I'm not gonna mention names, of course, God forbid. But I've known it happened to be that I knew that family. I knew actually both of this family. So both wives had doctors' husbands, and one doctor made a little more than the other doctor, but they both had, you know, like wealthy husbands, right? And the one who husband had less money, right? She felt like maybe she wanted to get the other one to herself.
Oh no.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
it was a whole like, and they were from religious,
Oh,
like
gosh.
both like religious families, and it happened that the one who made, you know, husband more, she was my client, and she told me all the story about it, and it's just like there is no end.
Oh my gosh.
There is always a man who makes more
More
money.
money. There's
There
al-
is always a woman who is more beautiful or skinnier
Or younger.
or whatever.
or who has the better house, has the better
Yes.
stuff, has the better this, spent more on their outfit.
You can't chase this thing.
There's no end to like
No.
who has just a bit more than you do.
It's unbelievable, and
Right.
the way, and this, like, you know, the wife who like that happened, she said it's unbelievable that she thought that he would leave me, because they lived all the life like together.
Thank God he didn't leave her.
No,
he
no,
didn't
they
leave
all
her.
they all stay
Good.
with the
It says
same
that happily
husbands.
ever
Yes.
after. Happy
And
to
nobody,
hear.
nobody even know if
That's
anything
right.
happened.
That's
It
right.
probably
That's
was
right.
just like whatever,
right.
like something like maybe flirty, on a flirty way.
Okay.
But the fact that someone would want to have intentionally take someone else's husband
Oy.
when you already have
Yeah.
a doctor husband, like, why do you need another doctor?
Her husband.
Like,
That's
you know what I
right.
mean?
Like,
Just
like,
because.
do you need two doctor husbands?
So it's like
Yeah.
it's like a lot of things.
That's like-
A lot of things like that, you know, makes me laugh, because it's almost
Right.
like with my appointments too on the book. Like someone told me, like, but why you don't talk to the person? Like, give me that appointment. I'm like, I mean, when I was in my 20s, maybe I would do that. But one time, one of my friends that we were working in Trump Spa, she told me, there is no need to go after every appointment. God will give you exactly amount of money and time.
So true. And this is
everything,
true.
how much you need.
How much you need. You
Even-
always get how
right?
much you need. That's
Even
right.
if someone take it from you, you will get it
You'll
back.
get it in some other way. You could,
That's my motto.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
That's right.
how I
You'll get
think.
other clients. You win the lottery. Something else will happen.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, that's it.
That's right. You get what you're supposed to get. Right.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. It's
So basically, we have everything what we need right now.
That's right. Exactly true. That's
Today.
exactly true. When I was in my 20s and I first became a professor, I took that paycheck and I spent practically every dime of it on designer clothes. I have the top designers, the top designer shops, because I had to go around knowing to myself, hey, I spent $800 on this dress. Tell you the truth, this is a Fox's dress and I found it on Friday for
It looks great.
thank you for a percentage. Not even a percentage of a percentage of that $800 I used to spend on an outfit. Because I decided, you know what, that is a major, major waste of money. Where are those clothes now? 20 years later, where are those outfits now? I
Yeah.
have long ago, given them away, long ago outgrown them, long ago decided this is not in style anymore,
Yeah.
long ago decided I just don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
And now I decide, you know what? Why not? If you can get a good sale, a metzia, like we call it in Hebrew, if you could get a good sale, why not get that good sale?
Right.
Buy that great sale
And enjoy it.
and enjoy it, and knowing that,
you
hey,
like it.
I'm sitting on the ground and I'm not wearing a $1,000 outfit. I'm sitting on the ground wearing something that costs a whole lot less, and it's
Yeah.
okay. This will wash in the machine later on if need be. And that's all that there is to it. Like, I don't need to spend sick amounts on my clothes anymore and on my handbags like I used to need to. Why? Because I had to feel good about myself.
Exactly.
But
you
it-
already feel good. You
Yeah.
don't need to satisfy this
But
part of
that's
it,
right. But at the
That part of
time,
it.
I thought that I wasn't happy. I thought the more stuff I can accumulate, the more things I can buy, the less inferior that I can feel to other people, particularly women. Because I used to have this like inferiority complex thing going on. I used to think the more I buy, the more I spend, the more I'm actually going to be like on par with other women.
Right.
So I bought and I spent and I bought and I thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars over the years.
It's okay. It's almost like you needed that, right?
At the time.
Like a therapy.
It was a therapy, yeah,
In a
retail
way.
therapy.
In a way.
Yeah, in a way. But now, thank God, like I woke up and I realized that these things don't make me happy.
No, it's way.
That's right.
Yeah.
I could be just as happy buying my shoes on sale as I could be, let's say, shopping at Saks and spending $400.
Right.
You know, but it took a lot of talking it into myself that it would be okay.
Like you said,
that
you
it is
needed
okay.
to experience.
I needed to experience what it's like to think that you have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to be happy.
Exactly.
As long as I came to the realization that it's okay to spend a few dollars to be happy. You know, what does it take already? You go shop at Fox's, you go shop the shoe sales, and you're always, you know, have your eyes open for a shoe sale. You know what it's going to take. As long as I've discovered over the years, as long as you bring your good taste,
Right.
and we both have amazing taste. As long as you bring your awesome taste, it doesn't matter whether you spent $20 on your dress or $1,000 on your dress. As long as you bring along your good taste, and they also say that good taste cannot be bought.
Exactly.
You have it or you don't have
Or
it.
you match it and things like
You
that.
have it or you don't have it. Thankfully, all of us have it. Tessa has it. We all have it.
Thankfully.
We all have the great taste. You could bring your great taste into like a bazaar and do well. You know?
Right.
And you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to look good. As long as you feel good inside and you like what you've bought. You know?
It's interesting, like I found, because everybody is different, right? Because you're Sagittarius, you're more like in real life, right? Like you need to like be put all together.
Always on a
to
show.
Feel,
Always.
yeah, to feel great. You
That's right.
always like with nice makeup, great skin, beautiful nails, and it's beautiful, right? And I'm Pisces, so like for me, it's like as long as I'm like healthy up here, like I don't even care. Sometimes I look like homeless when I walk with Cooper, and I'm fine, you know. But for me, it's worse when I don't sleep, you know, and I don't indulge myself in the morning with my rituals of coffee and healthy breakfast, you know. That's when I feel. That's why I was late, by the way, today.
It's fine.
Too,
Yeah.
because I apologize again because Cooper, Adam, and I'm like, okay, I didn't even take a shower and I have to look good. I need this like minute for myself, like to eat like healthy food, the food I want. So if I wouldn't eat this, I would not be happy today. So
Right.
that's
You need
very
what you need.
important. Yeah, I have like my rituals, like spiritual, things, like weird things, but this is gorgeous. I would love to be here every single day. Like, I really love it. Look at those
so
guys.
stunning.
They're so adorable.
That's right. It's only like a half an hour away from home, and I love greenery. You see my
I
house; it's
love
all
it.
green. We're outside,
Yeah.
and it's all green
It's
again.
so green again. Emeralds
That's
everywhere.
emeralds everywhere.
Everywhere.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Life as I See It with your hostess, Dina Nierenberg, and my favorite co-hostess
Thank
of all
you.
time, Nina Avakian. Thanks so much for
Nina.
joining me today. An
Thank
amazing
you.
show. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tessa.
you.
Love you all. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks.